let's carry on with it, who we could bring in. So Scott Tanser, now Football Insider, did a scoop on this one. Quote, Sheffield Wednesday, Doncaster Rovers and Shrewsbury Town. They're the competition now. Yep. Are in a race to sign St Johnstone left back Scott Tanser. So yeah, going for a left back again. It looks like fullbacks we're on the market for.
We're going into Scotland, which we did last time we were in League One.
Yep. The 26-year-old is available on a free transfer this summer after the expiration of his contract at McDermott Park. The Saints hope to keep Tanser with European football and the Europa League one potential pull to keep him in Perth beyond the summer. Right, which part of the Europa League? Come on, St Johnstone. I mean, I like that side, but come on. Saints boss Callum Davidson appeared resigned to losing the left back in an interview earlier this year. He said, quote, we've tried our best to keep him, but at the moment he's not giving us any positive signs he wants to stay. That's great.
Yeah.
You know, so, right, it might be the Wednesday bias here, but Wednesday, Doncaster Rovers or Shrewsbury Town? Come on.
Personally, I get what you're saying with the Wednesday bias, but if you
don't pay our players.
But if you look at how clubs are run, he'd probably go to Johnny.
I'd hope he'd like to take a chance here. 30 appearances, by the way, 2 goals from fullback this season. Is from what I've seen, he'd be actually a decent signing.
Yeah,
26 as well. Good age coming into the prime of his career. Could be a very solid League One signing this, especially on a free. I've always have to do it. I have to do one player that I'll talk about the FIFA stats because of the FIFA heritage on this channel. He's awful. He's a 64 rated bronze, 73 pace, 48 shooting, 63 dribbling, 60 passing, 59 defending for a defender. 59 defending and 55 physical for a defender.
Nice.
So yeah, he'll be great. He'll fit right in with the team. But yeah, what do you think about Scott Tanser, Punk?
I like to get him in because he's a decent player, but at this moment in time, if we didn't have the off-field situation going on, I think we'd be able to go in and get someone like this and be like, yeah, this. But again, it goes back to this off-field situation because it's very, like we did the video last week about the Solihull player. Can you imagine if he turned us down due to everything that's going on?
You could see it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, you could see anybody. Honestly, the issue is, right, and this might be something that's not really been spoken about. I've not really seen people look at it from this angle, but if we are trying to attract players on lower wages, okay, that's fine if you can pay them the wages.
Yeah.
But if you're accepting a contract, I don't know if you're a younger player and you're accepting like, I don't know, even like £800 a week, for example, you're going to rely on that money. You are not going to have as much financial reserves as some other players will. So if you hear that a club is not able to pay its players for like 3 months, imagine getting paid 1 month, get 1 month, and you what? So let's say.
You rent your car payment.
Let's say you get £3,200 for the month, for whatever reason, right? Okay, and then you don't get paid for 3 months. Okay, and you're basing your salary off, you know, like $3,500 a month, and you've got a house that's relative to that, all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, again, I'm saying this, and I'm like, I'd take that. You know, do you know what I mean? I'm always looking at it, and like, that's the privileged positions even like young footballers are in. Yeah. So, but it is all relative to your income and to your assets. So if it does end up in a situation where you're going into a club and the offer's on the table, but you don't know you're going to get paid, you won't go in for it. Because I could see a player sort of like who's been at a club that's been in a few grand a week for quite a while with a few financial reserves, maybe taking a risk to join a bigger club, you know, in terms of stature, that sort of thing. But a player that's going to come up from a club where they're not earning much at all, they don't really have much in financial reserves, they live to their lifestyle. I can't see until this is sorted out it happening. I don't know what you see on it.
Nothing. I can't speak positively about our transfer business or us being linked with anyone until we know what's going on behind it. And I will do videos about it saying it, but I understand people going, what's the point? Because I want to give people the information to go, this is someone we're looking at. What do you think? But I understand the fan going, yeah, but how can we pay them? And I've heard people say once all the players who were on big wages are gone, we'll be able to do a better financial restructure and how we pay people and how we do it. But until we get to that, we're not going to know. And the scary thing about this is the silence from Chansiri. That normally he's on it, and we get a statement, and it's normally next day. Nothing. I was expecting Monday the story about wages not being paid broke, and I was expecting Tuesday, Wednesday, the usual club statement, Twitter thing done. But I
wouldn't be surprised to see a big media fallout.
Mm.
You know, the club falling out with the media.
I just hope I really hope there's some sort of takeover on the line. That's why being quiet. You don't want to do a derby and have it where it constantly take over, but doesn't happen. Takeover doesn't happen, because at this moment in time, we could end up as a Macclesfield if we're not careful.
It could happen. It could happen. To be honest, like, the more I've thought about it, the more I've seen it's potentially salvageable. You know, the more I've thought about it and the more I've looked at it, and you take a step back from, you know, the emotion of your football club, and you go, well, no, it's more likely that we're not going to go bust and it can't be salvageable, but it is on a thing where it could escalate downhill. And that was obviously my point of highlighting it in the first place, because it looked like without any real change, that's where we're heading.
I read somewhere that if Newcastle get bought, what about Mike Hadley? Eek.
Can you imagine? That'd be the end for me, I think. Well, no, because to be honest, like, I know he's an awful owner, but Newcastle didn't do. Newcastle have stayed in the Prem.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Mike Ashley comes in, Steve Bruce comes back.
Oh no.
I will say something though. You know, when I did that video, a surprising amount of Sheffield United fans came out in support of the club, and that's when you realise that real football fans take.
I saw a lot as well.
Yeah, take a step back and go like, well, no, because banter aside, we want this. We want this in the game. We want that rivalry in the game. I
did like what a Rotherham fan put to me. He said, we'll go to our old stadium, we'll get out our bucket for you, and we'll get them ready so we can start collecting money for you like you did for us. And I thought that was quite comical.